Up next, the Kings taking on the Jazz. For the Sacramento Kings, a 1-2 record to begin the season. They want to get back to 500. Jazz, Kings, and we'll be right back for the tip-off. Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Russell Westbrook and the Denver Nuggets.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Fox in at the point with Herter next to him. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. And for the Jazz, George and Sexton in the backcourt. Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. And it's Kessler in at the center position, filling out the middle. And we've gotten a taste of what these teams look like, Brent. But it's only been a few games.
Well, they're going to make some adjustments along the way, BA, and we'll see how these younger players start to develop throughout the course of the season. The process for each of these teams, it's officially begun.
Now here's George. Sexton looking around. Up and in on the layup.
Toughness there shown by Collins. Sexton, no stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Talking with him about De'Aaron Fox, I asked Coach what he wanted his guys to do against him, and Coach said to not give him room to run. De'Aaron is dangerous when he's attacking lanes and leaking out in transition, so we need to limit those opportunities. So it sounds like they're aiming to slow the pace down. We'll see if it works for them.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign-and-trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. And in the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history, guys.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update. Now here's DeRozan. In the game against Portland, very impressive.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pass to Markkanen. The 3-ball. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
I have to praise Markkanen's effort level. I mean, putting in the work to find a shot.
Fox finds Sabonis. On the wing, Murray. Fox outside. It's rebounded by George. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Kessler, and finished off by Kessler.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
George against Fox. Pass to Murray. Outside Herter. Sabonis against Kessler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Kessler with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Sensabaugh is checked in for John Collins. Ellis is checked in for the Kings. Utah leading. Pass to Sensabaugh. Markkanen outside. Unloads. DeRozan with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Ellis. And And here's Sabonis outside. It's rebounded by George. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Kessler a screen. Puts up a three. They get it again. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to George. Now Kessler. He's guarded by Sabonis. Sexton with it. George for three. Fires in the triple. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Jazz out in front, up by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Here's Preston Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Drew Eubanks out there with John Collins. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Preston in at the one. That's the group for Utah right now.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Now here's Sabonis. He's scoreless. Picked by Sabonis. McLaughlin pass to Sabonis. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Collins with a screen on Monk. Here's Clarkson. Doesn't go for him. Kings trail by 6. Pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Sabonis. Outside Monk. Utah grabs the miss. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Preston. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Monk against Clarkson. Pass to Ellis. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Here's Preston. On the wing, Clarkson. Collins with a screen on Monk. Here's Clarkson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Make some noise and get out of your seat for your Utah Jazz dancers.
Group substitution here for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Eubanks. Markkanen comes in for Sensabaugh. Sexton's checked in for Clarkson. And it's George in for Preston. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Lynn's checked in for Sabonis. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Lyles. Herter's checked in for Monk. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for McLaughlin. Kings trail by 6. And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix?
Now here's George, down low. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The three is up. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Lynn can't hit.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Sexton. Six to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Hauled in by the Kings. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
They're looking to make amends for their poor showing against this team last season.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Ooh, a good look from Fox. Collins with the rebound. Sexton against Fox. For three, George. That one is off. And so it's Utah leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More 2K action in just a moment.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Utah Jazz.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You could tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, these fans just love this team. All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at... And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Jazz leading by 6. Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Fox in at the point with Herter next to him. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. The three, George. The shot won't fall. George has got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
And Sabonis getting his entire body up that time for the jam.
Well, the Jazz shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Well, Brent, in his short career, Keegan Murray has shown flashes of stardom.
Yeah, and I think BA coming in, the idea was that Keegan Murray is going to be a complimentary wing shooter, and he's shown that he can do just that. He's taking strides as a defender, but his ability to shoot the ball and have confidence this early in his career, that's impressive.
Here's Murray. The Jazz making their last shot. Goes back up. No good at the rim. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Kessler against Sabonis. Markkanen with a screen on DeRozan. He drops it from range. And now it's a 9-point Utah lead.
Looking better and better from that range is Colin Sexton.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. Second is De'Aaron Fox.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's DeRozan. Ooh, DeRozan sinks it through contact.
And DeRozan is fearless, not afraid of getting inside and going up to score.
Markkanen outside. Collins outside. Pass to Markkanen from deep. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pick by Sabonis. Here's the 3. Herder can't hit.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Markkanen from long range. Rebound by Sacramento.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Pass to Sabonis. Outside Herder. Shot clock at 6. To the left side wing. Fox for 3. No luck on that one. Utah leading by 7. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Keegan Murray went 4th overall in 2022, and he said of his role with the Kings, being a high draft pick comes with a lot of responsibility on both ends of the court. Just being that third guy they can rely on offensively, defensively, and take the pressure off of them. Brian, he has risen to the challenge.
For sure, Allie. Thanks for that. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Eubanks, he's checked in for Kessler. Williams comes in for Collins. Sensabaugh is checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And Jordan Clarkson subbed in for George. The Kings also with a sub. Ellis is checked in. Sexton misses. Kings trail by 7. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by Eubanks. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Here's Sexton. Oh, Sabonis with a block.
Sabonis has to use good timing in order to block shots. That time he did.
Pass to DeRozan. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Clarkson missing. And here's Fox. The 3. They get it back. Inside. They still need this. And Williams punches it home.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
He can't hit that time. And we've reached the end of the third. Jazz out in front. They're up 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Drew Eubanks, Patrick Mills out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Williams, and it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. That's the group for Utah right now. Pass to Monk. There's the screen by Lynn. Fades. Outside Monk. Launches it. Drains the triple. Monk's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, Monk dangerous from downtown. He gets him up with some volume.
Clarkson outside. And there's a pick. 4-3. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Monk against Clarkson. From the arc. And it's Monk missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Clarkson outside. On the take. And a strong finish with two hands.
You're going to burn yourself when you get up that close to Clarkson. He's explosive.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. So Utah ends up going with a new group. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan of his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Allie, thank you. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Oh, Fox! No stopping him!
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
Markkanen outside. Murray against Collins. George passes to Collins. Back to George. From downtown. Drills it from deep. And the Jazz lead by 7.
And the shooting skill across the board for this rookie is what makes Keyonte George so difficult to defend.
Here's Fox. Collins with the rebound. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. A minute 42 left in the fourth. Good. And now a 9-point Utah lead.
Closer Sexton gets to the basket, the more dangerous he can become, and the defense has got to recognize that.
Fox against George. Fox, that's good.
Leaving the defense in the dust. How do you guard against a move like that? I don't know.
Utah leading by 7. George scanning the floor. Pass to Kessler. Now here's Markkanen. Outside Sexton. Here's Kessler. Just 5 to shoot. Here's George. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Kings trail by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Sabonis' shot is off. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Now here's Collins. To the paint. Here's Sexton. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Markkanen. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's George. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Nails it from 3. Five ticks left in the fourth quarter until they foul intentionally.
Team foul.
So we see Utah get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Well, tonight, Colin, what a game for you. When you think about your development as a player, what are you most proud of?
I feel like I've accomplished a lot. Gotten better. That's the biggest thing. Just continue to grow each and every day when I'm in practice. And my teammates, they've been helping out tremendously, and I appreciate them for that.
The sky's high for Colin Sexton.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Colin Sexton.